Oh, crap, I forgot to check to see if I had the right mic set up. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to hear me or not. Okay. Let's find out. Settings, audio, USB. Okay, cool. I think we're ready. I hit the live button without being ready. Ready. So, all right, there we go. All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. It's Friday night, and we're live streaming. There's a few things to talk about. Few things. I mean, nothing major. Well, nothing important. But I'm so happy to be here. I did send out the invite to a couple of guys, Todd and Avery, my normal crew. And we'll see if they're able to join. If they can, that's great. If not, I'll hold down the fort for a little bit. We'll make it a short stream. But I did have something I wanted to tell you guys, but I'll wait till at least one of them is here. But this week was a very long week. I'm glad it's over, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I was telling Avery that I should wear my Trevor Lawrence headband during my live streams in order to root for the Jags, but they lost pretty spectacularly this past weekend. So here's hoping. If they win Sunday, I will do my live streams next week wearing the Trevor Lawrence headband, the one with the hair. That's so funny. But we'll see if we get there. We'll see if we get there or not. But they're playing one of their division rivals this weekend at home, so it should be a good game. Oh, here's Avery. Let me bring him in.
What's up?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
Not much. I'm all right.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you something that I think is kind of funny.
What's that?
You know, and I've told you before, my sister is fantastic. I love her. She's great. She made me some new hats. And obviously, as you can see, I have my Misfit Corner Comics hat. I was showing this to my wife, and the joke I made, she didn't think was funny, but I mean, it's the truth. I have the Misfit Corner Comics hat for while I'm at the store and while I'm doing Misfit Corner Comic stuff on YouTube. I have my Misfit Corner Scams hat that I wear when I'm doing my Misfit Corner Scams video. I have my Misfit Corner Comics Jaguar hat for Sundays when I'm in the store during the Jaguar games. And I have a plain black hat, which is for church and
funerals.
Date night and funerals. Exactly, yeah. Funerals.
Nice.
I told her date night, I told her church, and she's like, "That's not funny." I said, "What about date night?" She goes, "Hey, that's even worse." Yeah, I know.
That's even worse.
Well, that's what I wear when we go out.
God forgives, but your wife won't.
Oh, hilarious story happened not a half hour ago. I go by. Oh, Todd's here. I'll tell you both the story at the same time. This is awesome. Hey, Todd, how's it going?
Good.
So, oh my gosh, you're on camera. Do you realize that?
Oh.
So, the wife and I went by one of the local. Hey, Richard, how's it going? He says, "Good evening, Andrew, and hi to you, Avery."
Hello.
Hey, wait a minute.
Are you done?
What about hi to Todd?
I think he knows him as Tom.
Yeah, tell Tom hi or he'll cry.
He says, "Hi there, Todd." He says, "Hey
What
there,
up?
Todd." Sorry.
What up?
Gingivitis is a problem in your family, Todd.
Halitosis.
So, the wife and I go by the local comic book store, one of the chain stores that are here in town.
Yes.
And the guy in front of us is checking out. And he's chit-chatting with the young lady who's the cashier. And he asks her, he says, "What is your name?" Because he says, "I always forget your name." And she says, "My name is Ayla." And I was like, I'm looking at my wife and she's looking at me and I'm like, that's interesting, right? So we're listening to their conversation and she's talking about the origin of her name and where her parents came up with it and so forth and whatnot and what it means and how if it's a single A, most people pronounce it Isla. And if it's a double A, they say Ayla. But hers was single A, but she went Ayla anyway. And okay, so we're listening to the conversation. And then it's our turn, and I get in front of her and I say to her, listen, I'm going to ask you a personal question, and if you don't want to answer it, I understand completely. It's not a problem. Were you born in Jacksonville? And she looked at me and she stared at me and looked at my wife and she said, I don't know if I want to answer that. I said, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. And Jen, as we're walking out the door, says, a 50-year-old guy asking this young lady where she was born. That's right there next to his wife. Really not good. A good sign, Drew. And I said, I know. But when I explained it to her, she understood. When my daughter, Ayla, was like 3 or 4 years old, we used to go trick-or-treating in my parents' neighborhood, okay, because it was a nice, decent neighborhood. And we ran into a lady who had a daughter in a stroller who was out trick-or-treating in the neighborhood, who also had her daughter named Ayla. And the reason why I was asking her if she was born in Jacksonville is because what was the chance that this was the girl who we met her when she was a little baby in a stroller? Turns out it wasn't her, because the woman who we had met when we were trick-or-treating, her daughter's named Ayla, but with a double A. And she, like I said it was a single A. So it wasn't the same girl.
You should have just stalked her more.
No. That wasn't the point. But we told her where.
I mean, it kind of is.
We told her where Jennifer got the name for Ayla. And she said that's where my mother got the name. So we got the name from the same spot, from the same place. And she just, it was weird. It started out as a weird conversation, but by the end of it, we were all laughing and having a good time. And she knew I was okay. I wasn't some crazy stalker man. So that's absolutely not what I was trying to do. But if you ask somebody a question and you don't realize how horribly wrong it can be, thank God my wife was standing right next to me, because it's very creepy asking a young lady. And then she told us how old she was, and I realized, no, there's no way you could have been this girl, because this girl would now be in her mid-20s by now, and this young lady was not. And I'm like, okay, we'll leave it at that. But I told Jen, I said, how great would it have been to find out that this is the little girl we met trick-or-treating 25 plus years ago,
Fantastic.
It would have been fantastic, but that's not how the story ended up.
Oh, damn.
Richard says, nice lips, Todd. Looking for a date?
Oh,
he says,
whoa.
I mean, if you're like, single,
he said, so how would you pronounce AASSHOLE? So that would be ice hole. Ice hole. And Richard says, he's likely gay furry. He likes gay furries, Todd. I think that was his way of telling him, you need, if you're going to try to turn me on, just showing me your lips and teeth is not going to do it. How y'all doing? I know we derailed very quickly, but that's all right. That's what the show's about. We derail very quickly.
I don't know how I'm doing now. I kind of feel funny.
Don't you always feel funny? Or is that... Yeah. All right, so one of the comics I picked up this week, I don't know if you knew this, guys, but I'll show you. This is the preview issue. They're relaunching Spider-Man. And this is adjectiveless Spider-Man, where it's just named Spider-Man. And you can already tell by the creators, Dan Slott, that it's going to be horrible.
I don't mean, the artwork is, Mark Bagley's awesome. But
yeah, Mark Bagley's awesome.
The trade dress is terrible.
I bought a copy of it. I bought the blank cover sketchbook. The blank cover, not sketchbook, the blank cover comic book. with the idea of maybe one day doing a drawing on it and selling it for 5 times what I bought for it. But who knows? I don't know if anybody wants that or not. But I read it, and other than the Mark Bagley artwork, which, it's decent Mark Bagley artwork, the story was rather, it was predictable, believe it or not. There's a twist at the end that you saw coming from the very beginning, and one of Peter's like prime bad guys that was created in the last 10, 15 years shows up. And this is a character who literally can kill Spider-Man. He's that powerful. And Spider-Man just starts wailing on him. But before he starts wailing on him, he webs him in the mouth so the guy's not able to say anything. And during the entire time that he's just wailing on him, the guy's not fighting back, or he's barely fighting back. And you come to find out at the end of the story that he was sent there to save Peter Parker. And he's trying to help him. And it's like, you knew that. As soon as he said, wait, stop, and then Peter Parker webs his mouth, you knew that was coming, Richard says, I got to light something to settle. I got to light something to settle down. Can you do that with pumpkins? I mean, I know watermelons, but pumpkins?
Yeah, he's talking about watermelon.
Oh, okay.
And
then he says, what do you expect from Marvel these days? Yeah, I know.
I got that Two-Fisted Tales in from Graham Nolan?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Is it not good?
Oh, wow.
The production is very, very nice.
Yeah.
There's a couple of stories that look really good. What's his name?
Was it an anthology?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What's his name? Michael Golden. The Michael Golden art is the worst Michael Golden art I have ever seen.
Really?
It's pretty terrible. And the Larry Stroman is not that good either.
You're kidding me. What?
Oh, wow.
That's like an all-star cast right there, man.
The book is beautiful. Like, it was an expensive book to produce. It's hardback. It's got like the glossy characters and logo on there.
Yeah.
It's a really nicely produced book. But just flipping through it, a couple of the stories.
Can you share?
I don't have it here.
Oh.
It's in a different part of the house.
Oh, wow.
The Michael Golden art is just a big. Maybe there's something up with Michael Golden's health or something. I don't know.
Well, none of those guys are getting younger,
So
none of us are getting any younger.
Yeah, I do have Isam, Richard. My Isam came in. It looks pretty good.
Isam is awesome. I got it. Yeah. Here, hold on. I was looking at it. Let me get it real quick. It's right over here.
That Two-Fisted Tales, the production is fantastic.
Yeah.
A couple of the stories look real good. It's just the Michael Golden's a big letdown.
It's really a good book. It's nice and thick too.
Yeah, the Two-Fisted Tales is about like that. It's 100 pages, hardback. It's a great looking book. It looks fantastic.
Is there, if there's any previews online of it?
Maybe in the on the Indiegogo, if it's still if there's anything still up.
All right, I'm gonna have to go take a look.
Hey, guess what I got?
What did you get?
Herpes?
No, that was last week.
Oh,
yeah. Don't tell Melissa.
We'll figure it out eventually.
The Jim Lee book came in. Nice.
Oh, nice. Is it the giant size Two-Fisted Manly Tales? That's not it, is it? Really?
Yes.
That was supposed to be so good, man.
Maybe the story is most of the book is good. It's just I was really disappointed in the Michael Gold.
Well, yeah, dude. Well, that would be. I mean, honestly, I can't front if
the production of the book is fantastic.
I didn't buy the book, but I would. But the draw to me is not Graham Nolan. The draw is Michael Golden and Larry Stroman.
Yes, I like Graham Nolan. I like him. It's just
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the. Whoops, wrong one.
It's just, it was a $50 book. And I understand that level of production quality for a book that's that low a print run is expensive.
Well, it made 137,000.
Yeah, and he needed it for the people that that are in this book. It's a fantastic cast of people.
Artwork by Michael Golden. Wow, I didn't know anything about this one. I must have missed it completely.
I thought I told you about it.
Well, Dave Williams. I like his stuff. Andrew Pequet. Is that the same as?
Yes, Andrew Pickett.
Okay, Larry Stroman. Cool. Dan Lawless. Kelsey Shannon. I mean, come on. Those are like...
The Butch Geist is really good.
Yeah, that's high-level stuff.
I'm dying to see the art now, dude.
Some of it's... That cover, dude, the logos and stuff and the characters are gloss, and the background character stuff, all that's matte. It's a beautiful-looking book. It's like... It's really, really good. That artist did a story in it, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that cover and I love that logo in the corner, man.
Yeah, it's a damn good looking book. I wish I'd gotten that one too, because I love the overall quality. I just there's a couple of things I was really hyped for that just at first glance let down.
Oh wow. Artwork.
I think that's the Michael Golden.
That right there? That's not Michael Golden.
Yes, it is. It's
It
Graham
is.
Nolan
That
and Michael Golden.
is Michael Golden.
Oh wow.
Go back up.
Yeah, I saw it.
And that's why I just
Chuck Dixon and
hurt
Bart
me.
Sears.
Art Sears.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a good book, but a couple of the biggest reasons I bought it.
Oh, there it is. That's Stroman.
That's Larry
Yeah.
Stroman, yeah. Dan Lawless looks good.
Oh, it is. The overall production of the book is fantastic.
Well, that's a nice page.
Yeah.
Robert
I don't feel like I got ripped
Stroman.
off. I don't want it to make it seem like I got ripped off. It's just the Michael Golden just wasn't what I was hoping for.
Wow.
I had very high expectations for that,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, Andrew, what's the link for the public side of the stream? Dusty Sky is asking for it. He wants to watch.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
Pop in a private chat for me.
Does he want to come in? I'll send him an invite.
Sure. Hold on.
Put in the private chat his email, and I'll send it to him right now.
Well, Todd can also copy and paste the link and send it
Yeah,
to
send
him.
me the link.
It's the same link that's in your email.
Oh yeah, I'll send the link. Yeah, put him on. We'll put him on. That's right. We'll put him on stream. It'll be fun. Hold on.
Boomer.
Well, I didn't think about putting him on stream.
That's fine.
There he goes.
I'm already here, boys, he says.
God, he's fast. Dusty, I just DM'd you the link. Hop in stream, bro.
He's not in here yet.
No, I know. I just DM'd you.
Hey, Dusty.
He's very fast. I don't understand. Oh, you want me on?
If you want to, Andrew said you're welcome.
Yeah, well, I was like, oh, we need to get. I was like, what's the public link? And then he was like, oh, if Dusty wants to come on stream, send him the real link.
Yeah.
See, now he's just procrastinating because I know he received the link and he's not clicking on it.
Yeah.
No, he's here now.
Yeah. I don't want it to seem like I'm like shitting on Graham Nolan or the project. It's overall, it's fantastic, and I got my money's worth.
What's up, Dusty?
Hello.
Welcome to this is Andrew's stream.
Yes, it's my stream where we talk about comics and stuff going on in the comic world.
So, welcome to the nerd side, dude.
I have 2 copies of Mandy's book, Jack the Ripper, for some reason. I didn't back it twice, but she sent me 2 copies of Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. Either you guys want one? For personal reasons, not to sell in the store, Andrew.
Well, if you gave it to me, it'd be a store thing. So
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
take it. Send it to me.
I'll send it to Todd then.
Yeah,
And-
share Andrew. Share the Graham Nolan's thing. Let Dusty check it out.
Todd, you and Avery both need to text me your addresses. I'm sure I have them somewhere. I just don't know where they're at.
I thought I
You've
did.
driven to my house before.
That doesn't mean I know where you live.
He doesn't want to look it up again wherever it's at. Just
I will send it to you.
All right, I have to go back.
go back.
The giant-sized two-fisted manly tails. This is what we're talking about.
They're talking about fisting men, Dusty. Welcome
Yes.
to the conversation.
Excellent. I came at a good time, it sounds like.
Could you choose which cover you got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are the covers? Which ones are the covers?
Well, there's only 2 covers, it looks like.
Yeah.
That
There's
one, right?
this
That's
one?
the cover.
Yeah, that's the Michael Golden.
And this is a hardbound book?
Yeah, it's hardback.
Wow, that's
It's a
pretty cool.
nice looking book, man. The production's fantastic.
$50 price tag.
Pretty worth it for a book like this produced on a low print run.
How
Yeah.
many pages is it, Avery?
100?
That's pretty good.
It's a very well produced book. It's just I'm a little salty because of the Michael Golden.
Richard says fisting furry men for Andrew.
Fisting furry men.
Hey, don't be giving me no ideas.
I mean, it's got a cast of artists and writers that we all grew up on.
Yeah, legendary, man.
Yeah. Hold on just 1 second.
1 second. I can go get the book.
If you want to share it.
Yeah, okay. While Andrew's, I'll go get the book. Hold on.
That
Yeah,
is
I'm
a
dying to see it another time.
that is an extremely weak Michael Golden page.
Yeah, Michael Golden's legend, and that's not
This
a good page.
this does not sell me on this book, you know?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Well, that's actually maybe a good point. Like that was the image they chose for the campaign. That's the image that Graham Nolan chose for the campaign, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well, honestly, that may be the only page that was completely 100% done, color-wise and everything at the time.
mm,
But that's not that would not have sold me.
mhm.
Damn, that's sad. And that Bart
that
Sears,
would that Bart Sears
like
is
that.
sick. Yeah,
I like that. I like that one a lot.
yeah.
The Larry Stroman,
I mean,
I can go either way on it, but
I mean, it looks okay. Maybe Avery's hoping for that old X Factor, like a little more the detailed.
honestly,
style.
this would look fantastic if it was black and white,
Yeah,
you know, not color.
yeah. And also, you have to remember he hasn't probably drawn a story. I mean, I know he's been doing some stuff lately, but he didn't draw a comic story for like 25 years.
Yeah,
Avery keeps bouncing.
yeah.
Because I'm trying to activate my camera and it won't.
Oh.
not-
It's getting kicked.
It's not Andrew Paquette. It's Yannick Paquette
Yannick
that I'm
Paquette.
thinking of. That's not the same guy, is it?
Oh no, I guess it's not. I was thinking of Yannick Paquette.
Yeah, that's why when I saw the
Andrew
name
Paquette.
segment, I wasn't sure.
No. Yannick, I guess, is still actually like getting work in the industry because he hasn't like aligned himself with the wrong team. Richard says, I like the Stroman. He says, weak for Golden. I like the Stroman piece. Reminds me of the early days. Yeah, it does. It is early. The best stuff that Stroman to me ever did was like the X Factor stuff and the Tribe stuff, of course. But
Well, I don't know if I showed it to you, but when I was going to that one particular sale, I found a copy of Tribe Number One, but it was a white variant cover.
Yeah.
And it's not worth a whole bunch more, but I sold it to somebody. So,
Yeah, I had to leave to get my camera to work.
Oh, look at that! Wow.
Yeah, it's a fantastic looking book. The overall quality, everything's good. I'm a salty bitch
No, well, I mean,
about the Michael
you bought
Golden.
it for the same reason that I would have bought it, which is
Yeah.
because of Michael Golden and Larry Stroman.
Yeah, there's the Butch Geis.
Well, Butch Geis is kind of a legend, so his
Yeah.
stuff, I'm sure, is going to be good.
I had a customer who came into my store and we were talking about different artists.
That's the Bart Sears, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
And he was telling me a story about Butch Geis when Butch Geis worked like at a comic book store and he knew him. And I'm like, that's awesome. Back in the early days. There's a lot of comic book artists out there that started out working at a comic book store, you know?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Andrew. Yeah.
I don't know Roberto Castro. I don't know Roberto Castro.
I don't know, but it's decent looking stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I know Kevin, what's his name? He was in the movie Underworld. He was also one of the writers of the Underworld series.
Yeah, here's the Michael Golden.
Get past that first page. That's the only page I've seen. I just want to see like one or two more pages.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, that is weak.
Yeah, for Michael Golden, this is not what I wanted.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not Michael Golden's like power.
Yeah. And this is the only thing I'm really, really salty about.
Up there at the top, that one corner panel, that looks like he was trying to do animation almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Here's that one dude, that painted guy that did the other cover.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It looks great. I mean, I'll definitely buy the next one. They do another one. Where's the Stroman? Where's the Larry Stroman?
Well, that was the Kelsey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's Stroman in it. Yeah. That looks cool.
Some of it's cool. Some of it's not what I remember.
Now, how many pages did they each get?
I don't know.
How many? No.
I haven't counted.
Your daughter's upset about something.
She's always upset about something.
Okay.
There.
That's fine.
All right.
That's pretty cool, man. I mean, that book is pretty good.
Yeah. I'm just butthurt over, especially the Michael Golden. Like I don't want to make it sound like the book isn't worth getting. It is.
Mm.
So, has there been any news out of the New York Comic Con worth talking about?
The only thing that I know in terms of like my side of the world with like NFTs is that remember the bat cowl?
Yes.
NFT?
Yes.
If you bought a bat cowl NFT, you got a private meeting, like a private buffet meeting with Jim Lee or something. And then, hold on, let me close the door because I'm sure you guys can hear that in the background. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I remember those NFTs. They were terrible.
You didn't want the wooden bat cowl?
No, that stuff looked horrendous, dude.
Dude, that's why people hate NFTs, right? Because they hear shit like that from like the big boys, and that's what they think they are.
Yeah. They don't realize that people are actually trying to use it as a new medium for digital content.
Yeah.
You will now have verifiable digital content that can't be taken from you.
Yeah.
Because now, the way things are now, a lot of digital media, you buy it, books, comics, games, movies, they can take it from you. If you own movies or something on Vudu or some service and that service goes down, your digital copy's gone.
Yeah.
But if you start selling these things as NFTs, it's yours.
It's yours. Yeah.
And if you don't like it, don't want it anymore, you can sell it like you could physical. I think that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's where they get the impression from, things like the back owls.
Exactly. And the people that, take the money and run.
And then hi.
I know.
The only other thing that I know is that they I think it was like Jim Lee and Silvestri, because they were promoting the his Batman book. And then McFarlane and Steve Aoki have a company or a startup now called Odd Key, which is an NFT platform, and they're trying to, I don't know, it's supposed to be like make your own NFTs and for comic artists and stuff, but I don't know. But they had a small, if you were a holder, you could hang out with Tom McFarlane. I should have done it because there's only like 10 people there.
Yeah, and Kim Young-gi or whatever his name died.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's insane.
47 years old, dies of a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm 47.
You're not 47, are you, Avery?
Yes, I just turned 47.
You're older than me?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, what are you, like 46?
27.
You're like 46, 47.
I'm 46, yeah. I turned 47 November.
Andrew's like 48, 49.
Shut the... I'm trying to talk here. I know,
but he looks 60, so it's all good.
Yeah.
The Marvel Comics that was promoting like Pfizer and people getting the shot and so forth. I guess Marvel, did a deal with Pfizer and put out a comic for them to promote getting the vaccinations.
Was the ad drawn by Kim Jong-gi? Sorry, too soon.
Oh, way too soon.
Dude, that wouldn't
He didn't
shock
die
me.
He died of a heart attack, man.
Yeah, but that shot's given a lot of people problems, and he did a lot of traveling, so he definitely had the jab.
He was actually on his way to the New York Comic Con. So, but
I don't know what I'm talking about. Everyone should ignore me.
Here's an announcement at the New York Comic Con. Marvel is doing a team up with DoorDash
for the
jab?
shot? For the jab. That's what I thought he was doing. It was either Marvel's teaming up with DoorDash to get everybody vaccinated for New York Comic Con.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me.
This is almost as bad, yes.
Oh, man.
It's a comic presented by DoorDash from Marvel called The Dashers.
That's terrible.
It is.
It looks like J. Scott Campbell.
It's not.
Obviously.
The Dashers comic book features 4 superhero characters who each value dashing for a different reason. I don't even want to read the rest of it.
Just don't know. They just got paid.
Done.
This is a branding thing. They did the same thing for the New York Nets. The Brooklyn Nets when I was there.
I don't even want to read that.
This is why we're going to win. Okay. This is why we're all going to win.
It really is. This is wonderful examples, man. This is exactly what you want to see.
We're actually interested in at least attempting to entertain.
Here's one that might be interesting. Mike Hawthorne. I'm sure you're familiar with Mike Hawthorne.
Mike Hawthorne's a fantastic artist.
He's a pretty fantastic artist. It appears he's going to take over Batman for a little bit. And guess who's going to be doing his covers?
Alex Ross.
No, take another wild-ass guess. No, take another wild-ass guess. Somebody you didn't think would ever work for DC again.
Dan Brereton.
Joe Quesada.
Really?
Wait, doesn't he still work at Marvel?
No, he quit.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. That's a Mike.
That's
Hawthorne.
not. That's
Joe
Mike
Quesada.
Hawthorne.
No,
Yeah, that's not a Joe Casey.
There we go.
That is fascinating. Wow,
He's
that
still
what
a
a
shitbird.
wait a
but
minute. That is I gotta say, man, that's a major fuck you to Marvel, dude.
Yeah,
That's a major fuck you.
yeah.
To Marvel.
He was pretty important there for a while.
He was the chief creative officer for like 20 years, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's major slap in the face. That's like, I mean, that's pretty incredible. That surprises me. And McFarlane is doing stuff for DC too, huh?
Yep. At the
Yeah.
Jim Lee and Friends panel at New York City Comic Con, Quesada revealed the new covers, his first work for DC Comics in decades, as he inconveniently EIC and CCO of Marvel Comics for most of the 21st century and before. And his future plans as Amazing Stories are still some way off. So Batman 131 and 132 covers will do for now. This is interesting.
I worked for Joe. I mean, I know the guy. Well, you know.
Batman writer Chip Zdarsky had his own version. Joe called me in a panic. Chip, I know I've been incredibly unkind to you over the years, but I need to draw Batman. Captain America, Spider-Man, Daredevil. I hate those guys. Always have. But Batman, he's the dream. Okay, you know Chip Zdarsky's basically this part up.
Yeah.
I agree about Batman being the dream and hung up the phone. Think it was just the end of the conversation, but he called back right away. He wanted to draw a Batman series. But that's impossible, I shrieked. You're the CCO of Marvel Comics. You're not allowed to draw Batman. What if I quit Marvel? He said. Wouldn't that be funny if that was the reason why he quit?
That would be
so that
nice.
he could go draw Batman.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
It would never happen.
Yeah, it never happened.
The guy made like several, maybe tens of millions of dollars when he sold Epic Comics to Marvel.
Yeah.
He owns an entire floor in a Soho building that he converted into like this massive loft.
But I quit my job and I was CCO of Marvel Comics. Joe was starting to sound sad, and I was getting really uncomfortable around sad people, so I hung up and emailed my assistant editor to set up those cover gigs for Joe, or whatever his Marvel rate was, at minus the 15% finder's fee for myself. So today at NYC, we announced his covers to Batman 131 and 132, and I got to say, they would have paid him more. That's kind of funny.
That's clearly a bit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
He thinks he's doing a clever bit.
Now, one of these covers is pretty cool. The close-up one.
Yeah.
That's very Joe Quesada-ish. The other one, I don't know. It's rather
kind of
boring.
it's his type.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Still,
it's weird to see him going to be drawing comics. I'm not going to buy it, but
I mean, he looks like he's having fun again, which is nice.
Well, the Mike Hawthorne page looks actually pretty good.
Yeah, Mike Hawthorne is an anatomical student.
Hey, that Batman Silvestri book they're doing, if they publish that as a Batman noir, I might buy it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. From the only shots that I've seen of it, it looks like he's trying to do his best Bernie writes, and it's not. It's not
because it's all pencil.
Yeah,
it's being digitally colored.
Yeah, which is kind of sad because they really do.
It's like, how's Dan Green doing? Is Dan Green still around? Get him and Dan Green together because they were magical.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Silvestri probably doesn't think so. I could totally see an artist getting Dan Green's inks back and being like, "You ruined my art."
No,
but,
dude.
Yeah, he was great.
Dan Green and Silvestri together was fantastic.
Oh, did you hear about? You know how DC is going to be relaunching their titles next year? The dawn of the DCEU. Well, they're going to do it as part of an event called Lazarus Planet. You know how they have the Lazarus pits?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did a thing called Lazarus Island in Robin, in which Robin went there for a fighting competition where it was to the death. But whenever somebody died, they just brought them back to life using the Lazarus pits. But it was an island of Lazarus pits.
But
and
that messes you up every time you come back.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I don't think they address that at all.
From experience, Andrew knows.
Because in the very first issue, they killed Robin. I mean, they ripped his heart out and he died. So they bring him back.
I always have the problems with those kind of stories because it's not, you can bring them back, but it's not actually the same character. It's not the same person. Like it's, I mean, there's a better story in there about cloning, but By the way, Dusty, total sidebar. I actually have a little bit of gossip, an NFT gossip later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would share it here, but these guys don't give a shit.
We don't give it. You're right.
But the Lazarus pits are supposed to be rare. And now, oh wait, there's a whole island of them. Oh wait, there's a whole planet of them.
A whole planet, yes.
It's like, come on, man. It's supposed to be a really rare thing, and like Ra's al Ghul's like the only dude that knows where a bunch of them are, and it's kind of cool and mysterious. But no, island, planet.
Planet.
Well, if you think about it, one of the big... This is once again DC copying Marvel. Because one of the big X-Men things was the X-Men got their own planet. And they had the Krakoa whatever that allowed them to bring people back to life. This is literally the same exact thing. It's just DC's version. How often does DC copy Marvel? How often
they really should?
Marvel does the same exact thing. I'm not bashing DC for this. They do it all the time. But yeah, they're once again doing exactly what the competition is doing.
Yeah. Hey, their storyline's failing. We should copy that failing thing that nobody reads.
Oh wow! Here's the list of the issues that are being published: Lazarus Planet Alpha, Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton, Lazarus Planet We Once Were Gods, Legend Reborn, Next Evolution, Dark Fate, and Omega. Oh, this is even sadder. Actually, what's his name? Critical Thinker covered this, but I'm going to read you guys some of the bullet points that they announced at New York Comic Con in regards to Lazarus Planet, and see if any of these just grabs your attention and makes you want to buy comics. Okay, number 1: Can Power Girl free herself from the out of control Omen?
Huh?
Does that grab you?
No.
Does that storyline grab you? Okay. Who are the mysterious trio claiming to be the resurrected siblings of Raven? Isn't that one you want to follow up on?
No.
The dreamer's vision guide of our heroes is the path to victory. Can Mercy Graves survive the transformation she's undergone? I don't even know who the hell that is.
I stopped listening when you said you were going to read something.
Well,
You know what they need? Four more lesbian feminist characters who all want to be called Batgirl.
Can new hero City Boy...
This is why, by the way, Dusty, this is usually why on these streams I hide my face and I'm just a voice.
Whatever.
Aren't there like 3 different chicks who all want to be Batgirl? They all want to go by
I don't know
Batgirl.
if they all want to be Batgirl, but...
They're all called Batgirl.
Well, the title is called Batgirls.
Oh.
So I don't
Is it
think
really? Is that really a thing?
Yes!
There is a title called Batgirls, yes. It's got Spoiler, and it's got a couple of different characters.
Everyone's creatively bankrupt, man.
And several of them look like they could be Batgirl. I think several of them have gone by the name Batgirl at one time.
Well, yeah, I think what's her name? Barbara Gordon's like the leader of the group or whatever.
Bat bitches.
Yeah. All right. Back to these questions, because these are riveting questions, and trust me, they only get better. Okay? Will Martian Manhunter survive a psychic link to the Doomsday Nest? By the way, so you know, this is the kind of stuff that would make lore games fantastic, is questions like this.
No.
Because
we're working way too hard.
Think about this. This is what a bunch of writers got around together to say, hey, what's our next big crossover event for DC? And what are the storylines we can come up with?
I know a savage
when I hear one,
Mr. Sharper.
This is what they came up with. And you know what? They got paid to do it.
Yeah, that's
Think
great.
about that.
I don't want to think about that.
Can new hero City Boy hope to commune
City Boy. Wait,
with Gotham in time to save it?
they named a character City Boy.
City Boy.
There's-
How
there-
far would the question go to
He's a
chase
city
a
boy.
lead across
He's a city
across
man.
a transformed Gotham City?
To be fair, I did have a character lined up named Bumpkin, so
Put an L in there, Blumpkin.
Bumpkin.
Here's a good one. This
City
this
Boy.
one brings back a classic character who we haven't heard from in a while that we need to hear from. How will the flame of Firestorm burn out yet another horrific host?
What?
Mm.
Did I stutter?
I mean, maybe.
Here's one for you, Todd. This is one you'll like.
He's flaming and he's going to burn out.
And what does DC's Monkey Prince have to do with all of this? Monkey
I don't-
Prince.
I'd
do
rather
not
learn
wanna-
about City Boy.
Well, when City Boy and Monkey Prince come together, a vaccine is needed, which Marvel has partnered with DoorDash to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's two more. There's two more, guys. Let me get through this. Let's get through this so that we can survive.
Let's get through this. It says.
Here's a hint for the last one. Damian Wayne puts out a distress call for whoever can still hear it. Come to the ruins of the Hall of Justice and help save the world, Blue Beetle. Oh, wait a minute. It says Blue Beetle, Power Girl, Cyborg, Batman, and more answer the call. But why could the fate of all life as we know it rest in the hands of the Monkey Prince? They're literally making the Monkey Prince into a character in the DC.
I found a picture of the Monkey Prince for you.
That's not the Monkey Prince.
It totally is.
Doesn't look very rare. That's racist.
Wait. Go read the second. Read the second comment, Avery, out loud, please. The bottom one.
Sex with a snake and a lot of that's Hollywood. That's true.
Can't confirm.
Can't
I drove through there once. Can't confirm. It's a no-go zone.
So sad.
Jesus.
So sad.
I think that's what they actually Hollywood elites actually look like when they go home and take off their human suits.
I would just like to say that the company that made that raised $12 million.
Yes, yes they did.
Really?
There's a sucker born every minute.
Yep,
Jeez.
12 million.
Oh, sorry, guys. This is the Justice League, I guess, with the Monkey Prince in it.
Wait. Can please? Is that the title? That would be a good title. The Justice League, I guess.
This is part of the arc that they premiered for Lazarus Planet.
The artist isn't a bad artist.
No, that
Why?
artist
Why?
isn't bad.
Why is Poison Ivy like a chick swamp thing now?
That's part of her new thing. Yeah. You got the Monkey Prince right there in the middle. I guess he's an important enough character, and his title
And they
sold well enough.
they
to-
de-boobed Power Girl
Oh yeah, you knew that was gonna
instead of
happen.
de-buffed. They de-boobed
Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen.
like she's had a breast reduction.
Yeah.
And why is Robin dressed like a jester?
Is this like an Elseworlds thing?
No, that's his new costume. It's gray and red and black.
Wait, the new Robin, that's
Damien. That's Damien.
Is he the one that's by now?
No.
No,
At
that's
least not
Tim.
yet. At least not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait, they're not done.
All right.
He'll suck a cock eventually.
This character right here is called Red Canary.
Welcome, Dusty.
I think I need to turn my camera off so that my face isn't associated with this.
Too late.
Too late. The
They're just
algorithm
waiting.
has
All of a
us voted.
sudden, wait, one issue will come out soon. Well, they'll age him up so he's legal, and then they'll
So he's
they'll do it. That's what
legal.
they did. That's what they did to Superboy.
That is true. That is not a lie. That is exactly what happened. They turned him into a teenager like overnight. So
There was this very wholesome book called Super Sons. It was popular. Fans loved it. It
That
was
was a
the
good book.
adventures of Damien and Jonathan Kent and they were best friends, and they were learning to be superheroes.
And then they touched each other. Yeah, I know.
And then they were like, DC's like, we can't do that anymore. We got to change this. So they canceled a series people liked, and then proceeded to butcher Jonathan Kent.
Yeah.
Aged him up, turned him gay. Well,
So
Damian stayed a kid.
You guys want to see some of the comics that got traded in this past weekend?
Sure.
There's actually a few good ones in here. Now, they're not in the greatest condition. These are really, really... The kid that brought him in, his parents were with him, and he gave me the stack of comics, and some of them were in bags, some of them were not. And it was obvious they pulled this out of somebody's shed, type of situation. And they're just trying to trade him in. And I ended up offering the kid cash for him, but I told him if you'd rather have credit. And then he went and used the credit towards some comics, and my investment shrunk down to how much the value of what they got, so it's all right. That's how it works. That's how business works. But let me show you guys. Not Todd.
Oh, it looks great.
Not Todd.
It included a couple of great Paul Smith, and I think this one's John Romita Jr., but issue 167, Uncanny X-Men.
Classic. That's a great
It's a good one. It's a good
That's a
one.
classic
Nice.
173, which has a fantastic Wolverine and Rogue cover.
I
Yeah,
have a
these are
copy of that,
classics.
but it's real beat up.
Yeah, this one's probably not better than the copy you have. But,
No, mine's real bad.
I think I sold you a copy of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Mine's
Those are
real
great.
bad.
And then X-Men 178. Another good one.
Oh, so good, man. All these issues, every issue you're showing right now is actually a really good and well-written book.
Have you guys ever read this one?
I have not.
I've read
barely
parts of it.
It barely has Wolverine in this issue.
Was it-
It's all kitty centric.
Isn't that a John Byrne series?
No, but it's Chris Claremont wrote it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like it's like Kitty
Al
Pryde
Milgrom.
getting
Al
her
Milgrom on
samurai. It's where
Mm.
she got her martial arts training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this one is all beat to crap, but still it's a nice
Oh.
issue. Iron Man number 170 when Rhodey takes over as Iron Man.
Ooh,
But it's not in really good condition. I mean, it's like a $10 issue. This
Yeah.
is probably a buck copy.
see, why isn't that book worth more? Rhodey as Iron Man was cool.
Yeah. Well,
It made sense that he took over as Iron Man.
they
for a
made the announcement that Armor Wars, which was
Mhm.
going to be a Disney Plus show, is now going to be made into a movie instead of a show.
Mhm.
So that could be cool.
Yeah,
Um,
hold on to that.
This one is actually one that's actually worth a pretty penny. But you guys remember the Return of the Jedi movie adaptation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. That's actually looks like it's pretty good condition.
Oh, it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now this one, the cover's a little beat up, but giant-sized Amazing Spider-Man annual.
Nice. I think I do have a copy of that.
the wedding
Nice.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the wedding issue.
Got
That
some.
they won't get the fans want that marriage back, and Marvel just keeps telling them "F you."
Richard says it's the MCU.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
the
MCU. That's right. Fantastic Four number 234. This is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fairly certain this is a John Byrne issue.
That is a John Byrne issue, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
232. Another John Byrne issue. And I
Nice.
believe this one, 213, is like one of the. Like he came back
That's
to
a
the title
cool-
at some point.
That's a
That's pretty
cool
cool.
cover.
It is a cool cover. It is a cool cover. Now speaking of cool covers, this is a Michael Golden cover that actually works. This is What If number 40. What if Doctor Strange had not become master of the mystical arts? Check that out.
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's a legit golden cover.
Yeah, that's an awesome Michael Golden cover.
That's a nice
See,
one.
that's what I wanted.
We also got Uncanny X-Men Annual number 7. This is the one with the Impossible Man. It's not a great one. But still.
I'll buy all those Uncanny X-Men from you.
They're going in the store. I got to make money off them. Sorry.
You will make money off of them.
No, I won't. Not for you.
Yeah, you will. I'll pay you.
All right, let me show you what else I got. And the rest of these are just space taker uppers. This is the official handbook of the Marvel Universe. This is the original version, which
Mhm.
includes Wolverine.
Oh, for a second I was like, oh, you got VD.
American Flag number
Oh,
one,
yeah.
which I
Yep.
don't know if anybody knows anything
Classic.
about that,
Classic.
I have a
classic.
bunch of those.
but here's a good one. This is Firestorm number one,
Oh yeah, man.
Pat Broderick art, which is actually
Nice.
really nice. This is an Avengers issue, issue number 363. Just got a silver cover. This is back in the day where Marvel they were just doing their covers to try to sell them. And then,
You're
sorry,
yawning. Are you bored of your own show, my friend?
Super Pro number 2.
Oh, dude, those
The
covers are
NFL.
awesome, man.
They
Like not that
are,
one,
they
but Super Pro number 1 has a John Buscema cover to it that is way better than it should be.
This is Ron Friends
Yeah,
and Joe Sinnott.
Nice.
yeah, Joe Sinnott, the legend.
And the rest of this is junk. So, yeah, but my investment in this was actually really low because the guy took trade, which actually worked out well.
Mhm.
So, that's what business is all about. Making money. Oops. Don't want to share Todd. That's scary.
You gotta warn me when you're gonna
Those are
switch
some new
back. I'm like
comics,
all
and,
cockeyed. Like,
There's a bunch more that are in the store right now. Those are just the ones I haven't brought into the store yet. So, Richard says he loves American Flag. I never read it, but I'm familiar with it.
American Flag's really good.
Why can I not hear you? Todd, are you talking?
I
Yeah.
am. You can't hear me.
That's the reason why I can't hear you. Fuck you all. Fuck you all and the ponies you rode in on, okay? Not one of you like waved me down or anything. I'm talking to myself. You all can't hear shit.
No,
Oh, my
we can
own
hear
line-
you.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
How could you hear me? The thing was unplugged.
I
It
don't
was
know.
going through your other mic then.
Shit. Then I go on a cursing check plug first. Yeah. Well, it was very quiet. It's like nobody's talking, and I'm just talking, and I'm like, why is it?
No, we
Have you
were
tried?
talking.
Have you tried turning your computer off and turning it on again?
Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
It's our fault.
Yes, it's your fault. Did you guys watch that stream with Ethan and Mark Brooks?
I did. That was.
I
epic.
watched the E EFAP.
It was.
I watched the EFAP
You watched
too.
a 5-hour EFAP? Jesus.
There's
Yes.
4 hours. Yeah.
I watched the actual thing. I wasn't gonna listen to that scream.
No, the EFAP was great. Well, I had just put it on the background while you're doing something.
I know.
I hate to say it. Mark Brooks has problems.
He's
Yeah, that dude's nuts.
crazy.
Yeah, he's no. And I know your boy Zach put out a video where it's got a tweet from Mark where he says, if there's one takeaway from today, it's that this industry is amazing. From my editors to publishers to the retailers and convention organizers to the fans that allow me to do what I love every day, you have my undying gratitude. Thank you. I guess a whole bunch of people patted him on the back for surviving his live stream with Ethan. You know what I mean? The title of your boy Zach's video is "Create or Be Owned. A career spent drawing corporate comics is as worthless as empty soda cans."
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The soda cans that were sitting next to his desk. Yeah. God, dude, that was. I mean, it was just. I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick a winner, it certainly would be Ethan because at least he was trying to have a conversation. The other guy was just screaming at him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it was just like imagine two 50-year-old men just like screaming at each other about how much the other one is stupid. You know.
That's this industry nowadays. That's what happens.
That's exactly why. I'm telling you, man. Having been blessed to be in multiple industries, man. Like, I don't think these people know. The people that are in the comic industry who have done it for 20 years or more, I don't think they actually know. Like, they're in it so much that you just think that that's the way it is, and that's the way everything is because you don't know anything else. And then the minute you go into a different industry where there's actually people that have professionalism and respect and actual like business acumen, then you look over and you're like, oh my God, that thing is crazy. Like it's absolutely batshit. And you don't really, I don't think they get it. I don't think they see it. I don't think they understand it. I think they've been living in it for so much that they just have this like, it's like this drama club. It's horrible. It really is terrible. I'm so glad I'm not in that crap. Oh my God.
You sure you don't want to dive back in?
No, I'm positive. No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
There's a couple new comics on the Comic Price Guide watch list.
Oh.
And I'm not, one of them I know why. One of them I have no idea why. I figure I'd share them with you and see if you guys can help me figure it out.
Richard says in a bubble. Yeah, it's exactly right. They're just in a bubble and they really think they're being professional and that it's like they have no clue how the rest of the world sees them. They have no idea how any other industry behaves. It's just nuts.
Boneyard Press produced a Jeffrey Dahmer comic book, an unauthorized biography of a serial killer, collector's item issue. Actually, I think they in the Netflix series they actually talk about this. Some of the survivors talk about this comic and how they're talking about suing them or something. But this issue in near mint conditions, $145 right now.
Okay.
It's just so freaking weird.
Is it because they have a show out about them or something?
Yeah, I guess so. But then the other one is Startling Comics number 53.
Oh, okay.
From 1948 from Standard is the comic publisher.
19 grand.
Well, that's a 9.6 graded volume. The regular the near mint ungraded is 2,300.
That's crazy. Why?
It doesn't say. I have no idea. Featuring Lance Lewis, Space Detective. Startling Comics. It just, for some reason, it's on the watch list. It's the last issue of the series. I have no clue why. Sometimes I don't know. Now this one here, Detective, this is the only other new one here. Detective Comics 524. This is the first full appearance of Killer Croc. And it's like a $58 book. I would absolutely love to have a copy of this comic.
Oh, Neil Adams, yeah?
Yeah, I know. Extra, an all-new Green Arrow story. Okay. That cover is so cool.
Yeah, Neil Adams is the man.
I think he's gone too.
Yeah.
Yep,
Still the
that's
man.
it. Yeah, all the rest we've already gone through. Still.
Interesting. So how was that Mark Bagley Spider-Man?
It was standard Mark Bagley. There wasn't any blow you away type things. It wasn't as talky as Ultimate Spider-Man was. There was a lot more action in it, so there wasn't a lot of talking heads. But one of the setups, the current situation, the current storyline that's going on with Peter Parker is he is working for Norman Osborn. He's actually working for Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn has given him a new suit, which is kind of like a tech suit, kind of like an advanced suit, very similar to what you might have think Tony Stark would provide for him, but it was Osborn that gave it to him. And at one point in the story, Osborn comes over the communicator in his head or whatever and says, "Hey, there's been an Oscorp truck has been hijacked and it's really close to where you're at." And Peter's like, "Well, how do you know where I'm at? I told you you're not supposed to have any tracking devices in my suit." And he says, "Peter, I'm a genius. I know where you live. I know where you work. I know where you go to school. I know how long it takes you to get there. I know you have a tendency to sleep in. I know pretty much where you are just based on the simple fact I know you. And he goes, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. They never address the fact that he probably is tracking the suit, but it's Dan Slott,
Yeah.
you know, who I was never a big fan of. I picked it up because they had a blank cover edition, and I want to do something with it someday. Who knows when?
He's
So,
like
the only
5'1". Dan Slott is like 5'1".
I've seen him at conventions before.
Yeah, tiny
At
tiny
empty
man.
at empty tables. I just
Yeah.
walk on by.
At empty tables.
I don't know how writers do it. I mean, I go to conventions to see artists. I don't go to conventions to see writers. You know?
Yeah. Well, like Peter David used to like sell the scripts and stuff, and I think
Yes, he
Claremont
did.
does too.
Yep.
Richard says Slott is an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Richard says best Batman was done by Adams. I disagree. I loved Norm Brayfogle's Batman.
Oh yeah.
And Neil Adams was before me, so I never had an attachment to it. The Batman artist that got me was Norm Brayfogle. Now, granted, the other one that was there at the same time was Jim Aparo, who I never liked Jim Aparo's stuff, but Norm Brayfogle was freaking fantastic. So,
Yeah, I didn't really appreciate Aparo until I saw his black and white pages. Once I saw the original art, it blew me away.
Much later. Yeah, much later in life,
later.
Jim Aparo. It's same thing with Ron Friends.
Yeah.
When I saw Ron Friends, it was okay. Nowadays, freaking fantastic. There's not a page of art he does that I don't like. Matter of fact, I own a whole bunch of original Ron Friends pages that I got from somebody at one point. It's not a Marvel or DC book. It's a book from an Indian publisher.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just every page is fantastic, and I love them all. And it's one of the reasons why they're in the house and not at the store. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. Okay.
Yeah. Richard says when Adams was doing Batman, I fell in love with Ra's al Ghul.
Well, he's pretty cute.
And great writing from Adams too. So yeah. Hey, he drew the mustache and the goatee. You know, he drew the mustache and goatee really well.
Yeah,
he made it work.
Ghul is a great villain.
Yeah, actually, Talia Ghul's a better villain, especially since she's the mother of his child. You know.
Oh yeah, she did rape him.
It can happen. You people, you guys out there.
It can happen. Like Andrew's like dare to dream.
She drugged him, dude. She date raped him.
This is true. Yeah. This is true. Yeah. Back when stories were good.
Do you know there's a similar story in the Marvel universe, but it was with Captain Marvel.
Yes. Well, I was going to say that was the story of Captain
that's
Marvel.
right. Yeah,
a really good story, and I'm actually really. I wish they had actually addressed it in the movies, but I understand why they didn't.
That's good Michael Golden art as well.
Yeah.
So
there was that one character that got her pregnant to give birth to himself, sort of thing. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap up. I appreciate you guys coming in. It's already after 9. Thank you, Dusty, for contributing. You're fantastic. You're invited anytime you like.
Thank you.
Your insight is just blowing me away.
No, Dusty's the Ed McMahon of Misfit Corner Comics.
Hey.
Hello.
Now I got 3 of those. Is what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, you have 3 chances of anybody publicly laughing at one of your jokes.
Oh, fuck you, Dick. Good night, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Join us again
in the dick hole.
Join us again tomorrow night at 8:00 on the Scam channel. That's the one that actually has all the people coming and so forth.
Yeah.
Good night, Richard. Thanks for coming by. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace out.
Later, Richard. Bye.